Racist language that was common decades ago is still written into home deeds today. Alexa Liacco found a group working to change that and open new doors for families looking to start a new chapter.
We just kind of fell in love with this house. My wife passed away 15 years ago, and she wanted a brick house. And I was like, baby, we got a brick house, you know?
For 20 years, this home has been a dream realized.
This is all of us and our silly faces.
A gathering place.
I've had so many great memories. Incredible Super Bowl parties before the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my neighbors come over, they watch football too, you know, at the house. You know, they're Packer fans, they suck, but.
But the Zachary family's happy home.
The house really did choose us, I think.
Was holding on to the past.
I actually saw my neighborhood highlighted as an example of redlining and racially restrictive covenants. So I was curious, of course.
The deed to Kiara and her father's home was written to exclude.
And it says that no person outside or persons outside of the Caucasian race should own or inhabit the space thereof.
It's called a racial covenant. In the past, this could legally stop families of color from moving in.
I started to reflect back and think about, there were some people who were pretty surprised when I moved in. We were the only black family on the block.
I wasn't surprised.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised, I was disappointed. Why would that have to exist? I know some people that say, well, it's just words, but words hurt. And they still do.
So they turned to a group called Just Deeds. The nonprofit removes racial covenants from home deeds for free.
For me, it's like making our home on paper really be our home, right?
Racial covenants were made illegal, but the impacts those covenants made can still be felt today. Take Minneapolis, for example. Neighborhoods here that had racial covenants are still predominantly white today. Those neighborhoods without are still predominantly black. And the mostly white neighborhoods that had racial covenants have an average home value today between 4 and 15% higher than neighborhoods without the covenants.
I happened to look in the Minneapolis paper today.
Just down the road from the Zachary family, Patrick Whelan and his wife found their Minneapolis home had a racial covenant on it too.
Of restricting the use, occupancy, ownership, or financing because of a person's race, color, creed. And I kind of was just taken aback. I thought to myself, why did I not know this?
They found many of their neighbors had racial covenants in their deeds too.
It just makes me sick.
They also went to Just Deeds to get their racial covenant removed.
It was people that look like me that put racial covenants in place. It's probably people like me that need to make some changes. The ability to learn more about what actual history is such a good thing.
Wow, really? History is going to continue to repeat itself until we decide to interrupt it. But you can't interrupt intentionally, right, if you don't know what the history is.
And changing even a few words written into history decades ago is a big step toward a different future.
All of the little things, they mean something.
For The Race, I'm Alexa Liacco.
The musicians making punk music more diverse when The Race continues.